forever. Also, this tank top here, my velvet tank top, is kind of annoying me right now because it's like, it's pretty low, but I don't want it to look like I'm naked or something. So this side keeps falling down, and I'm wearing a shirt. That's where I'm at with it. And I'm wearing a cardigan thing. It's Easter, so we have my peep earrings on, and we have some fun springy Eastery makeup on today, and I am all for it. Today we went to Walmart to get stuff for Easter basket for my fiance. We do Easter baskets because I am a literal little child. I know not everyone does Easter baskets, but I think they're fun. I also think deck of panning and project panning is fun. So today is going to be my deck of panning update. Update 3? Is it update 3? I'm not so entirely sure. I do have 3 things rolling out, which that is a plus. So we will get to roll 3 products in. The first product we're going to update on is the 5 of Clubs, which was a splurge. It's the Lawless Forget the Filler Gloss. I bought this with my own money for my birthday a couple years ago, and I have it in the shade George. It was like a milky mid-toned nude color is what I'll think of it. The applicator is like pretty much dry. I did take the stopper out forever ago, and this is what it looks like inside. There is a nothing. I can see that there's nothing. Can you see how there is nothing? Except there's a little bit on the bottom, but I cannot reach it, and I don't have any of those like applicator things. If it's on the bottom, it's probably thick and goopy and gross. I'm calling it a done, and this is going to be, I think, my first lip gloss empty. No, my second lip gloss empty of the year. For that product, I had 14 uses last update, and I had an additional 5 uses for it to be officially finished. The second product is my 2 of Clubs, which was a pattern, and I chose one of my Tarte mini blushes. I am working on Exposed in my Finish 5 by 2025, and I wanted to get some use on my other ones. They just don't get a whole lot of use because I am like hyper focusing on 1 or 2 blushes at a time. This is what the pattern looks like. And if you're wondering why I'm not wearing my ring and why my finger is so red and irritated and dry and disgusting, I'm sorry that you get to see that. So this is my promise ring. This one doesn't give me any issues. It's my engagement ring that has these little tiny holes on the inside of the ring, and of course I got it when I was skinnier and my fingers have plumped up just a little bit, and sometimes my skin will get caught up into the holes, and naturally I move my ring around, and so then it pulls on my skin, it gets irritated, it gets sometimes infected, so I really have to take it off sometimes. I in theory should have taken it off like 3 days ago, and I just didn't because I didn't. So 3 days later, my finger was swollen so bad we couldn't get it off. I took a bunch of ibuprofen, that did nothing, and so we used floss and Windex. Yes, Windex worked. Just the floss didn't work. We did floss and like dish soap, didn't work, but we did floss and ammonia, like the ammonia in the Windex, that worked. So we got it off. I did not have to break it, but now I'm just waiting for my finger to heal. I don't know if I'll put it back on because this happens all the time, and it got this bad because I just didn't take it off in time, if that makes sense. So if you see how horrible my finger looks, that's why, but I'm gonna see if I cannot show you my finger. But this is the pattern. My goal on this was to wear down the pattern, and that's gonna be kind of difficult because I do have a blush in my Finish 5 by 2025, and I also roll blushes in my Project 10 uses. So I I should have thought about how long this was actually going to be in here for and how many uses I would actually have to get to on it. I used it 8 times in the last month, and with putting that much usage on this, I am like unable to use my other blushes and other projects. So I'm going to keep this in for 1 more month. It is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I have gone to work today. It's currently 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We had a half day, went to Walmart, did a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm filming this on Friday before you're seeing this. And I just don't want this to compete with other blushes in my collection. So we're going to keep this in for 1 more month, and I thought about rolling it out this month, but I'm like, May would be a really good time to use this color. I'm glad to own it. I'm glad to have it. It's just that I don't want it to compete with other blushes that I have bigger goals on. So we are going to keep this in for an extra month. I'm not going to have any specific goals for that one. It's just get some use on it, some nice use on it for the next month. We'll roll it out next month. The next one is 5 of Clubs, which is pop culture. I chose my ColourPop and Bratz palette. This thing, I love this thing. It's so freaking cute. And my goal on this was no pan left behind, and as you can tell, there is 3 shades taken out of this. They're currently in my BYOP. So we have this mauve, this gray, and this purple here. So those 3 shades are in this palette. I do plan on using this palette tomorrow, so I definitely will get more use on this palette. I only have used 1 shade out of this palette, and that was this one that was in my BYOP. So this is the shade I have in here, but I do really enjoy the palette as is. It's just that they fit really well in that BYOP in my opinion. These are beautiful colors. I've only used the 1 shade in the palette, so this will of course be staying in, and I need to get more use on it. These last 2 have usage goals on it. So we had a 4 of Diamonds, which was Spotlighted Panner. At the time, Andi Does Stuff, I think, rolled in a ABH highlighter palette in her 10 uses, project 10 uses. Anyway, so I decided to pull in an underutilized highlighter palette, which was the Ace Beauté Glow Essentials. I don't think this is a product anymore. I got this in a BoxyCharm a long time ago, and these are the colors. And these 2 may look the same, but the one is just an icy white, and then this one has a little bit of a pink blue duochrome. I don't know if you're going to be able to notice the amount of use that specific color and the pink on the top have. Those were the 2 shades that I have primarily used, the pink and this duochrome one, and I have used the gold quite often. I used these either on my inner corners, on my face. This was very easy to get my usage on. I originally wanted to use it 15 times. I've used it 16 times in the last month. Rolling this in was very, very easy for me. Some very nice usage. I did take this out of my Project 10 Uses wheel because I have already gotten 10 uses on it, more or less, of I know tracked use. I'm going to take it out of that wheel project so that I can, you know, focus on maybe another highlighter palette I have not used. I really enjoy this palette. After wearing it on a consistent basis, this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. Beautiful highlighter palette. This one is sadly going to get rolled out. I could continue using this on a consistent basis, but I have other highlighters and highlighter palettes that deserve my attention. Last and final product is my 9 of Spades, Oh the Shame. And Emily, who is the creator of this project, I neglected to tell you that at the beginning of this video. Emily and Max created this project, but she has an Oh the Shame drawer, which she puts unused or extremely, extremely used, like once types of products into a drawer. She needs to use them, and it's kind of like a drawer of shame, really. At the time, really the only unopened product that it would make sense for me to open was a Ginseng Mole. It's a powder, it's a cushion foundation. So you open it up, you have a cushion and you have this cute little puff on it. I have only used the puff once. I do not like using the puff. I'm at the point now where it's getting slightly dried out. I did get this from my friend DW here on the YouTubes. This is the shade. It's a pretty dang good shade match. I think this is the lighter of the two that I got from her. It's in the shade Fair Pink. Yeah, Fair Pink. It's a really nice foundation. It's actually what I'm wearing like all over my face today. I've been wearing it quite often. My goal was to use it 15 times. I again use it 16 times. So it is going to get rolled out. Sorry if you can hear the truck outside. Really wanted just to use this enough to understand it, to see if I even like it, because I do have a second one that's unopened and I do like it enough to finish this one and to use up the next one. So pretty soon I feel like I'm gonna have to flip the sponge or focus my sponge elsewhere, because I feel like I need to put my sponge in here a lot more often. Now for the fun part, I am rolling out 3 products. So I have my deck of cards and I'm going to roll in 3 products. I'm going to shuffle them while I tell you about the project. Like I said, Emily and Max here on YouTube, I will link her down below. She has been doing this project for 4 years, I think. This is my 2nd year doing this project. Really enjoyed it last year, wanted to do it again. So what she does is around the 10th of every month, she randomizes the game board, which means like I got last time a 9 of spades, which was oh the shame. 9 of spades this time is going to be a totally different, hopefully, prompt. So it's based off of what you get card wise, and I really enjoy these prompt based projects because it gives you a little bit more light on what you should choose. And they're fun. You should put a joker in, at least one. Some people do too if they're feeling ballsy. And that is, are you joking me? I personally don't use the joker. Also, I can't shuffle correctly, so I have to like force my cards into each other. This is a very fun project. And I don't know if April/March just went like really slow, but I feel like it's been like forever since I've done my deck of panning update. Face cards stay the same throughout the entire year, and it is the numbered cards, the suit cards, that change. I have my deck of cards. We're going to take from the deck and split in half, whatever. We're going to do 3 cards. We have 6 of hearts. We have an ace of diamonds, is a red ace, a pickup 2. Yep, a red ace is pickup 2. So we're going to keep that to the side. We're going to pick 2 for the ace. So we have a 5 of clubs and we have a 7 of diamonds. Okay, that's for the ace. So that's 1, 2, and now we're going to pick a 3rd one for that last and final product, 5 of hearts. So let's see what these are. 6 of hearts is chopping block. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do for that one. 5 of hearts is easy peasy lemon squeezy. That should be very fun. And for my ace, a red ace is pickup 2. So I have a 5 of clubs. Wish you returned. I have a chopping block and I wish I returned. I'll have to figure that out. And 7 of, what is it called? Diamonds is the newest product. Well, I just did an Ulta haul. You will see that haul after this video based on how I'm scheduling things. I think it's going to be the video right after this. So subscribe for an Ulta haul to see what I got. And I'll have to pick something I got in my Ulta haul. That'll be a little spoiler for you. I'm going to go pick out my products and I shall be back. Alrighty, we have our products. We have 4 rolling in. The first product we chose was a 6 of Hearts, which was a chopping block item. I am choosing the Real Her Set Your Goal blurring veil. I have opened this. I have used it a little bit. Is Real Her even a brand still, honestly? I got this in a BoxyCharm, I believe. I'm bringing this in now because hopefully as the weather gets nicer, my skin gets a little bit darker, and my goal is to use this 15 times. It is a loose powder. I feel like it darkens my foundation just a little bit, and I don't always like that, especially most of the year because my skin tone is just so light as it is. So we are going to use this blurring veil powder 15 times. It's on the chopping block. I'm still going to keep it regardless, but it is something that's like on the fence all the time, but I'm still going to keep it. Next we have the 5 of Hearts, which was easy peasy lemon squeezy, and I am choosing my Flower concealer here. The stopper has been out for a very long time, and you can see some windowing here, and I use this pretty much every day. I'm hoping within a month this can officially be done, and my goal is to finish it. I am scraping the sides. I'm excited because once this is done, then I can start onto my next concealer, and then I can open my concealer that I got in my birthday haul, which was in February. Because I like to have 2 concealers open just to mix and match. But this one has been very, very close to finish. This is the Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. I really like this concealer. I've been using it as my daily concealer for quite a long time, and it's almost done. So yippee, that will be my easy peasy lemon squeezy. This should be done in like a month. Then came my Ace of Diamonds. The first one we have was an Ace of Clubs, and that is Wish You Returned. This one is just not good, not good. So many moons ago in a BoxyCharm, I got a brown liquid liner. I loved that liner so much, and I eventually did finish it. I heard a lot of good things about the NYX Epic Ink liner, the brush tip pens, and you guys know how much I love the liner pencils from NYX. So I felt like this would have been a very safe option. It was not a safe option. I have the shade Graham Cracker. It's been sitting in different ways for a long time. Every time you shake it up, and I have tried to swatch it on the back of my hand, but like, look how watery. And the more I try and push it down onto my skin, but it's sheer and it's watery. It's just not good. I am not impressed with this at all. My goal is to use it 3 times. I'm not going to consider an empty if I do at the end of the 3 uses decide to get rid of it, because I don't feel like I've used it enough to grant it an empty. I'm going to attempt to do it on my eyes, even though like this is not what I want on my eyes. I'm going to see if I can utilize this as a brow pen. It may be a little too warm for that. We'll see, we'll see. I wish I did return this. I did not like it when I got it. I was very disappointed, and it was not a good product. It says to shake well. I've been shaking it, you know, before I even turned the camera back on. I've been shaking it to see when it's gonna get to like an acceptable level of pigment. Stuff's coming out. It's just that it's sheer. It's like watery. I don't like it. 3 uses is the goal. Then the last product, which is my 7 of Diamonds, which was newest. I did go to Ulta this past weekend, and you guys are gonna see that haul in my next video if I'm thinking my schedule correctly. I don't want to give you any spoilers, but I'm gonna have to give you this spoiler. I did get a Morphe powder. This is the Cloudlight Soft Glow Veil. It's in the shade Dawn, and it is one of those really soft, Like it has a very slight luminosity to it. I have never tried a product like this before. The loose powder, yes, it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's like a blurring powder. This is a glow veil. Like this doesn't claim to be blurring. My goal is to use it 15 times. I would like to utilize this in my collection, test it out. I have used it once or twice already this past week. Like I said, I'm filming on Friday and this video will be up on Sunday. So happy Easter. Those were my products. 2 rolling in. One is a palette and one is a blush. The blush will definitely be rolled out next month. The concealer better be rolled out next month. The eyeliner, I'm going to see if I can use it as a brow pen. If I can't, and if I decide to throw it away in the trash before those 3 uses, you know, then it'll obviously be getting kicked out. Morphe powder, you know, that should be a relatively easy 15 uses. That's if I remember to use that type of product. That's not a product I usually put in my daily routine. That is my update. That is my deck of panning update number 3. I think it's number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I do have a Project Pan playlist if you want to binge watch some panning content. I do this Project Pan, I do a Finished 5 in 2025, and a Project 10 uses. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, stick around. I love and appreciate all of you guys who are here. Comment down below, are you working on any specific product right now? And just let me know about your project panning journey. I love talking to you guys down there. I love and appreciate all of you guys so much, and I shall see you guys next time.